Used to date a multi-millionaire mogul? Don't tell me you fumbled the bag. Cause why we ain't living better right now, mama? Hey, welcome back to my channel. Hi, my name is Shar and welcome to Real Reactions and Real Reviews by Shar. Welcome to my channel. Today we are doing episode number 3 for The Later Daters, a Netflix series executive produced by Michelle Obama. So I do my MUMU reviews. I have my different MUMUs, baby, while I'm watching this because you got to be comfortable watching this now. Okay, so while you're here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. It's going to be right here. And set a spell. We have some fun over here, baby. We like to have fun and talk a lot about these people because these people are a trip, honey. So normally the way I break down my categories, I have my notebook right here, and the way that I break down my characters is by storyline. So I don't flip-flop sometimes. It just depends on who is who. But anyway, we're going to start with Miss Pam. Emma Pam, she looked great at 70 years old. Remember, she went out with Robert in the last episode, and she effed that up. She just focused all on herself. She didn't ask Robert no questions. And Robert was like, you don't remember not asking me nothing? I know all about you, but you ain't want to know nothing about me. And so she's like, well, you know, she wanted to try to act like she was so interested in it. So he was in a relationship for 12 years, and he wants to get married again. So Pam mentioned something about using half her brain. She talks about big ships because he really wanted to know exactly why she was here. And she just talks about big ships, talking about ships being stuck in Panama. Then she talks about Spotify. Then she talks about King George. Then she talks about not Robert, but Stevie Wonder. He was like, look, I gotta go. Bye, Pam. You just too much. He said Pam's is like a whole experience, and I understand that. And so she does like this huge kick before he leaves. And so she was like, okay. And so they kiss each other on the mouth, which was really weird. And he says like, Pam is like the 180-degree opposite of who he is. And he says it's not going to work out. So Pam speaks to Logan and she tells her that she don't feel comfortable about seeing him again. I'm like, you think, Pam? Because he didn't feel comfortable about seeing you. And she told her that she babbles when she's nervous. So when she's nervous, she talks a lot to fill in the space. So Logan was like she said, you know, you have to be interested in him, not be interesting, not tell all your business, girl. He need to find out about you just like you need to find out about him. So she tells her like, look, maybe you need to start taking a sip of water and don't drink. I think Logan didn't mention that part. Maybe she didn't mention it about Pam. But when Pam drinks during her dates, she just be all over the place. Pam, don't be drinking, girl. Put that bottle down. Drink some tea or something like that, or Coca-Cola. So drink some water. Give them a chance to really talk about. I'm getting some money. My hand is itching. Ooh-wee. Drink some water. Give them a chance to talk. Tell them about themselves. Brag about themselves. So she said, okay, I'm going to do that. So Pam and Zoe, remember Zoe is her granddaughter. Is helping her get ready for her next date. So she has another date with this nice looking man. His name is Paul. Paul is 62, never been married, no children, and he's a singer and songwriter, which I think works really good with Pam because remember her first husband was a rock star. You know, he put rock star. She was a groupie. So I think that that's right down her lane. So he might be more perfect for her. So Logan tells us that she needs to make a space for people and ask questions, and she needs to slow down because she's doing too much. She's telling too much of her story. So I think that was a really smart thing for her to tell her. So they talk and they meet, they hug each other. Paul gives her a really big hug. They really seem to like each other a lot. They both have an Army history. They both are Army brats. He was in the Navy for 4 years. She does ask him a lot of questions on this date because she said he seemed to be really easy to talk to. He really was like very engaging, very laid back, very cool. He was like cool, really, really cool. So he mentioned that he goes to the country and he sings at a local bar outside of Atlanta. So she mentions briefly that her ex, she mentioned it real short, that her ex used to be a musician. And she might have really gone on and on and on with him to talk about it. But then she says something about, he cut her off and he gave her like some type of fun fact, which I thought was good because if he wanted to shut her the hell up, Pam would have been talking about herself. So he was talking about chopsticks. And so she said she never knew how to use chopsticks. Side note, I don't either. I do not know how to use chopsticks. I need to learn how to use it. So she says her motto is that as long as she can get it into her mouth, then she knows she did it right. Paul started turning red. He was like, "Ooh." He was like, "Ah." So yeah, Pam is a hoot, honey. Pam is nasty too. So Pam tells Paul that she's not everyone cup of tea. And I like when he said that. He was like, why should you want to be? He said, it's too generic. You should be unique. I'm using that because I know me. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm a lot. I be spilling over and stuff, y'all. By myself, I'm cool. I'm, solid, chill. But yeah, I can be a lot sometimes. And boyfriend got to pull me in. But anyway, Paul says, give me your number. That's exactly what he says. Now, he didn't say it like that. He was like, give me your number. Hell, no, he didn't say that either. And she does. And so as they leave outside the restaurant, they reach and hug each other and they kiss each other real forcefully on the lips. And he was like, whoa. He was, I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, they weren't expecting that. So that was the end of that date. That was pretty cool. I'm happy that Pam and him kicked it off and hit it off really, really well. So the next is Nate, honey. We know about Nate. Nate and Jackie. I can't wait to find out about this Jackie. Jackie's back asking Nate all these damn questions about Anise. Because remember, he went on a date with Anise. And he says, it wasn't a bad date, but he did say that he felt that she was a very attractive older woman. Like, what the fuck did that mean? Come on now. But which was outside of his age bracket, because again, he's in his late 50s. He's like 56 and Anise is like 62. So that's outside of his bracket. So that's fine. And he said there was no romantic connection. Jackie was waiting to give her opinion. He was like, wait, come on. He's like, wait a minute. Let me finish, because I feel like you like biting at the bit to find out about this woman. I'll tell you, I'm sure that after Jackie saw how fine Anise will look, she was like, I need to step my game up, boo. Anyway, he talks about, people getting on his nerves. He knows that he's very picky, and Nate is getting ready for his next date. And Jackie tells him that he looks good. It's like he had a zipping shirt, and she said he looks good just zipping it down because it compliments your chest. I'm like, girl, that's for you. That other lady might not feel the fact that he's showing his chest on his first date. Girl, go get your date. Why you ain't got no segment on here? Michelle, get Jackie a segment so she can stop showing up for Nate so damn much. Okay, so he uses the same tactics that Logan had told him earlier, to show up vulnerable. Don't show up at the date with all these prejudgments. Just have fun and enjoy. So Anise's side of the day, she discusses with her daughter that Nate, we're going to talk about Anise, that, Nate was a gentleman, but also mentioning their different interests. Although she likes to go outside and enjoy, he likes to hike, while Nate is less likely to do hobbies and stuff because of his back injury. And she's like, look, I'm a goer, honey. I like to climb a volcano. And that's what her daughter mentioned. Like, yeah, you climb volcanoes, mama. We ain't going to find nobody like that. And he can't do that. Nate is not trying to do that shit. So, they were kind of like alike when it came to them not matching each other's interests. So it was cool. I thought they looked good together, though. So Anissa tells her daughter that he was well dressed. He had flowers, and that the flowers were yellow, which was a really great sign, a symbol of friendship. I didn't know that yellow flowers were a sign of friendship, something that I know. So if my boo ever give me some yellow damn flowers, I know what his mind is. Anyway, Anise is huge on hiking, like I mentioned earlier. And she said that he did text her at least once, but she really never heard from him again. I think he was doing it just to be nice, Nate was. So she has a date. Anise has another date, honey. And this one, honey, is with a white man. What? She ain't never dated no white man before. This is new to her. And she's willing to open up herself. People our age can't be too picky and too choosy. We always looking for a type. And sometimes that type is M-A-N. W-O-M-A-N. You can't be, of course, by now you should know what you want. But, she's trying white guys. And she was talking this little story about her daughter having a crush on a little boy in elementary school. And that helped her realize that being with white guys was okay. It's not about the color. It's not about the color of the skin, but the content of the character. You know what that means. So anyway, she meets Bill. She comes to the restaurant and she sees this man standing at the door. She walks in. Of course, Jackie was looking gorgeous. Anise was looking gorgeous as always. And he opens the door. And so she walks in and he was like, you must be Anise. She said, oh, you're Bill. Or I think he said, I'm Bill. She said, oh, okay. She said, I wasn't really expecting him. She said he was tall, you know, nice looking. Bill is 55, which is younger than her, of course. Younger than Nate, actually. Divorced twice, 2 kids, a tech startup CEO, and he has an accent. He's from England. He's British. So I like that. And he's very adventurous, well-dressed, very confident, she says. Bill asks her, where does she stand on wearing white after Labor Day, because he had on white pants. You know, sometimes in traditions in the southern region of the world, especially United States, wearing white after Labor Day used to be a sin. Used to be a sin, honey. Don't be caught outside with white on after Labor Day. But now it's not so tradition anymore. So she's like, you know, it's fine. You look fresh and nice. She said it used to be like that, not anymore. So she was cool with it. And she was like, well, what does it mean for you to date black women? Because I'm really curious about this. He was like, I've always dated black women. She's like, ooh. She said, oh, I'm in now. I'm leaned in now because I want to know more. And that was actually the end of the show. So I can't wait to hear more about his experience with black women. So we moved to Suzanne. And Suzanne, it wasn't really a lot. We meet the rest of her kids. She tells them that Frank has sent her a Facebook request. Remember, she wasn't that interested in him because of the kids. But she says she's going to keep it professional. She's not going to let herself talk any nasty shit with him, and you know, he'd be okay with that. She's going to keep playing hard to get with Avery. So Avery is like the top picking in her book right now. So he's very charming. She said he has great energy. She still has reservations about him. She said she can't put a finger on it. She hates the fact that he's an Alabama fan. So he calls her and wants to meet up with her. And she's like, well, if it's on a Saturday, you know, Georgia Bulldogs play. You know, I don't do that. So he was like, well, maybe we can do something unique on that day. So maybe they're playing against each other, or maybe he'll go with her to a game, something like that. So I think that's what they're going to do. But they really didn't show a lot of Suzanne. And we meet Miss Lori, honey. Miss Lori has the cute, short coif, gray, silver, glasses like mine, boo. Big glasses. Didn't like what Logan had to say. That's why I was really looking forward to meeting Lori. Lori's 57. She's a behavioral coach at a school district, and she's a media influencer correspondent. Like in Georgia, she goes by Rich Auntie Laura. I'm like, Lori, man, you need to hook up, girl. I need to come down there and take pictures with all the celebs. So she's been single for over 15 years, and she dreams of finding somebody that she could share her life with, because she really wants to fall in love. She really does. And so she has 2 kids, a son and a daughter. And she wants to be in love. Like I said, dating has become really a priority for her. She wants somebody that she can build her dreams with and aspirations with and share the second half of her life with. I thought that was so deep. Her daughter asks her what she wants in a man. Of course, she wants him to be able to handle her career, because she can't have anybody that's going to be intimidated by her, because she's a ball, honey. She takes control. She's very forceful. She's very dominant. She's very confident. She said that she needs somebody who needs to have a sense of knowing. This is what the daughter says, that these are the type of characteristics that would be a great fit for her mom. So she looks hot in her slick back styling hairstyle that she had as she was taking pictures. And she had a little short skirt with some boots on. So there's a guy that she really digs. I think he's part of the Silver Fox. I'm getting some money. Woo. The Silver Fox crew, because I followed him, honey, before I met my boo. I still do. Follow them on TikTok. They wear the brims, honey, and they all got beards, silver beards, and they fine. They white, black, you know, whatever. They look fine. So one of the guys, his name is Felton, and she really has a crush on him. But he puts her in the friend zone. And I think she said because she's very friendly, very confident. She's a go-getter. She's a boss. And so I think that she feels that a lot of men just don't want to have that male-to-male match, especially if they're a heterosexual male. They don't need a dominant woman. They want somebody who can be more, you know, soft and oh, really? Can you pick that up, you know, for me and stuff like that? So Logan meets Lori, and she tells her, she says, tell me about your glasses. Now, again, Lori has really huge black glasses that she wears. I think this like a symbol of her confidence, but it's her brand. You know, you see a person with short hair and big glasses, you automatically feel that we're confident. I'm saying we because I get a lot of people. Now, I'm going to disagree with Lori on this one. I'm going to tell you why. She says she feels like Lori's glasses are a mask. I don't feel that the glasses are. That's what I said. And so Logan was like, tells Lori that she needs to soften herself, even her look, because most men might think that she's a lot, especially with the big, bold framed glasses. Okay, so I feel like that's not true because I get compliments on my glasses all the time. I have this, I have a red pair, you've seen it. I have different pairs, and people love my glasses. And I've never had anybody to think that I was like too unapproachable. People feel like they can approach me because of my glasses. And I mean, I do fix up, you know, pretty well. And I've been hit on by women. I've been hit on by men, white men, black men. I've been hit on a lot of people. So I don't know what Logan meant about the glasses being a mask. I mean, I look just as good without them, look older with them without them than with them. But of course they have the print in my nose because they're so heavy. But I love my glasses. I really do. I think that they're a statement piece and I need them. I need them. I mean, I don't necessarily need them to see, but I need them to read. And I'm always being approached. So I don't quite necessarily agree with you, Logan. Logan, you hear me? These glasses, honey, have been more an attractor than a detractor. I can tell you that by experience, okay? So anyway, Lori's having dinner with her son, and she asked him. Now, I thought this was inappropriate because my son would have been like, Mom, I ain't gonna tell you. No, AJ would have, I'm sorry, I said my son's name, but you wouldn't know. He would have answered the question. My daughter would have been the one who probably would have been like, ew, you know. But she says, if you were not my son, would you date somebody like me? He told her no, because he says that she's very dominant, and she agrees. She says, yeah, maybe I do need to work on being more feminine, or work on my femininity side. So maybe she'll work on that and get through it, so she can get past this friend zone when it comes to Felton or anybody else. So I think that's gonna be cool. Maybe Felton might be her love interest on this show. Who knows? Because I thought I remember seeing a little sneak preview of her kissing him later. So yeah, this was a good episode. Pam had a lot going on. They seem to show a lot of her this episode because my notes are about as long as my arm in this episode. So it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I'm not tipsy. I was tipsy watching it now, but I'm not tipsy reviewing it right now. But it was really, really a good episode. I was happy to finally meet Lori because I knew that she had like a big brand, a big personality with the teasers that they gave. And she definitely does. So yeah, I mean, some women can be very dominant because they are very financially stable. Because even when you talk about a niece is very well accomplished. You know, she has a bachelor's, master's, doctorate. She travels. She's very confident, but she's very feminine. Men are intimidated by that. Then you have Lori, who, you know, she has her successful career, and she works a lot with celebrities, and she's very dominant. They are intimidated by that. So it's like, what is it? I guess you have to find that middle ground. Because again, like I said in my last video, you're going to have to change at some point. You're going to have to knock down some of that masculinity or bring up some of that femininity in order to meet somebody in the middle, you know, so that if you're trying to fall in love and find that main one, then you're going to have to make some changes. So it's a little confusing to me because I can be dominant, and because I'm an actress and I've played so many roles that I think that a lot of those personalities from my roles I've adopted as part of me. And some people think that if it's easy for you to cuss somebody out on stage, then you always had a cuss. If it was easy for you to act real raunchy and stuff, that means that raunch has always been there. It was just waiting for the right moment to come out. So, you know, you never know. Who knows? But anyway, thanks so much for coming to my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel while you're here. Tell Michelle Obama I'm here reviewing her show, and that I'm going to keep reviewing it till they don't come back no more. But it seems to be a really good run on Netflix. And I think that Netflix is really pushing out some really great shows lately. Or even if Netflix, if you want to put my face on one of your TikTok ads, baby, reach me. My email, right down below. Honey, reach me. Okay? All right. I know you're like, girl, you just really trying it. Yeah. Closed mouths don't get fed. All right. Y'all take it easy. Let me go in the fight and edit this video. I tell you, I might need another phone because I swear there's some bull trying to edit just a little bit and this together, it's crazy. But I'm learning. This old mind is learning something new every day. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Take it easy. And I will see you in the next review for episode number 4. All right. Bye.